The best part about Halloween 3 is when the director told Tom Atkins, just be yourself. Yeah, just like that, Tom.
Season of the Witch, the night no one comes home. Rated R.
When the much-maligned Halloween 3 Season of the Witch dropped in 1982, it wasn't met with the more recent slept-on, cult favorite status, comeback sequel of the year that it's been enjoying recently. It started off with extremely poor reception and piss-poor reviews, bad press over the obvious lack of Michael Myers. Instead, we were served up a healthy dose of supernatural or cosmic rocks, and 3 varieties of supercharged latex masks under the new direction of the great Tommy Lee Wallace of the It miniseries fame. Season of the Witch went against the grain and broke the mold literally with those masks. It would have been established a few years earlier from seminal films from Master of Horror John Carpenter with the initial release, and then of course the sequel from Rick Rosenthal. Audiences were not prepared. Audiences were pissed. This was such a big departure. They craved more Myers. They wanted some answers as to how this character would resurrect himself in the third offering of the series. What they were given instead was, well, I would imagine probably pretty shocking and quite an individual step in the opposite direction. It opens with familiar sounds and a score from the great John Carpenter. When Chariots of Pumpkins is playing on that Atari, that opening screen with the Pumpkin Man, it brings me back. It is incredible. It feels like it's going to be a Halloween film. But there's really not a lot else to tie this film to the rest of the series, and people were obviously pissed. If you zoom out a little bit, you're really left with quite a fun little horror mystery focusing on the paganism of the holiday. Samhain, Samhain, however you want to say it. The holiday is complete with fun effects, strange gore, bugs, snakes, and one of the most obnoxious commercials to get out of your head probably ever. 20 more days till Halloween, right? You know what I'm talking about? If you've seen the film, and you better have, you get it. I will say, if you're still upset over Halloween 3 and Season of the Witch, I mean, I guess that's fine. Everybody's different. Everybody gets to have an opinion. But really, you should probably blame John Carpenter and Debra Hill, because they were kind of backing away from this cash cow at the time. They cycled through a few options, a few different ideas for their director. They had a screenplay from the sci-fi director Nigel Neal, a couple more rewrites, and well, here we are. For me, there's much more good than bad when it comes to the third entry. Granted, I'm not an authority on the franchise. I am not the guy that's going to say, hey, I love Halloween, these are my favorite films. I personally, if you want to make fun of me, I guess, in the comments, that's totally cool. I only own 3 of these, and that doesn't include the Rob Zombie films. I own both of those. Okay, I personally have love for 78. I've come around to really enjoy plenty of the Thorn trilogy, but really my personal favorite is probably 3, and I love Halloween 2. I just fucking do. If I'm watching them, I usually just go 1, 2, 3. I own a few sequels here and there, and I have hatred for the Blumhouse trilogy. I'm not the Halloween guy. So the idea of a paranoid mystery horror film appears to me. It reminds me of Dead and Buried in a way. Maybe it's the Sleepy Town, Santa Mira, and maybe it's the fog, the light. Maybe it's all of that, but it's just kind of combined. There's something about this film that just appeals to me, especially with the nods to classic horror, the little invasion of the body snatcher stuff. You get Tom Atkins. You get 3 iconic masks. You get witchy pagan folklore and some crazy body gore in the final act. It gets absolutely batshit fucking crazy. That ending makes it a favorite for me. Period. We can move on to the next video. We don't got to argue. Halloween, we're among friends, right? I fucking love Halloween 3. More than even the film, I love the art direction. I love this cover right here. This thing is tattooed in my brain. I would want to rent this film just based on the cover image alone. I've always had a thing for witches. We're in the trust tree here. Anything witchy gets extra points for me. And this film brought it home, man. As far as like, I wanted to know everything about that witch. How is the witch? Where are they going? Where are these kids being captivated by? I didn't get the answers from the film, and that's okay, because this film takes a completely different direction, and that's really what works for me. If this would have been just a little rehash of part 2, which is a rehash of part 1, albeit a little bit more brutal, albeit a little bit more gory, a little more crazy unhinged Donald Pleasance, I would have been pissed off, man. So you want to tell me you didn't have a great fucking time with the death of Marge Gutman, all of its gory pre-Hellraiser glory? That's Tom Atkins' wife over there getting fucking eaten by those fucking bugs. He's over there fucking shacking up and banging uglies and fucking busting cheeks, and she's over there in the bed just being fucking massacred. It's kind of trippy when you think about it, right? How about our little buddy getting himself into like a biblical serpent stew by watching the commercial, putting the Halloween mask on his head? You can see the little button starting to go fucking crazy and the snakes come out. Dude, that is a vibe. I fucking love it. Throw in Tommy Atkins just smacking and making and breaking dates with any female on screen and pounding down brown bottles of bourbon. I get excited thinking about it. I mean, that is a recipe for fucking success. Small town vibes, things like Curfew, things like Nosy Neighbors. They all feel super real and predictable on top of the location, so close to the fog. Those are all benefits. Those are all pluses for me. Really, my only complaint is the final warehouse scene takes forever as it trudges along. This movie's about 5 minutes too long, but I can forgive it. Because of the lore established, it breaks new ground. It gets away from the other films before it. It does something different, and it takes chances. And if it's good enough for John Carpenter, right, to not fucking meddle with the ending and just leave it alone, and Tommy Lee Wallace, it's good enough for me. And I fucking love that ending. But more than anything, I love those 3 masks. Those masks, the jingle, everything about it. When Tom goes into the bar and they're playing the 78 commercial and he's drinking the fucking shot, dude, that brings me back to just being a kid and watching this film. I love it so much. I wanted all of these masks as a kid. I thought that witch mask, dude, was the coolest fucking thing. That was dope. It was the bee's knees, as they say. I wanted to know everything about the witch, because just based on the title, you feel like you're really gonna get into like what's going on. Is she up in a lair? Like, I always thought that they were like walking some crazy hill to go and like have a final showdown, and maybe Michael Myers had conjured her or something. I had all these crazy thoughts, and the movie went a completely different direction, and that's okay. The ending is perfect. The amount of gore, the orange goop, all the fucking robots, the men in suits, the way that he just kind of stalks the streets, getting away from the cockroaches. There's so many things to love about Halloween 3. The initial like fucking 5 minutes with the music and that chase sequence, it's fucking great, man. It's just fucking good. It's just it's like a body horror. It's like a horror mystery. It's not Halloween. And that's kind of why I love it, because I'm not the Halloween guy. But I fucking love this movie. I love 1 and 2, okay? I love most of 4. And I love 6, and I love H2O. I got that in there too. And then I love the Rob Zombie movies, okay? I'm not an authority on Halloween, but I love it, and I love you guys. Until next time, take great care of yourselves, and I'll see you real soon. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those things people tell you. Stick with me this Halloween. Maybe another Halloween movie will make an appearance on the list. Maybe it will. Maybe we'll have an alternate. Maybe we'll kind of get into something. If you want me to review another Halloween movie that I do like, let me know in the comment section below. If you think I'm fucking full of shit, let me know down there. I'll talk shit to you. Till next time. Cheers.